Hello and welcome to this edition of North Penn Television. I'm Prashant Prusha alongside Eric Jessberger for boys volleyball in the Navy Gym. It'll be the Knights taking on the CB East Patriots here tonight.
It's a great game on hand as you see the opening ceremonies coming out. And you see this team, this North Penn lineup, a bunch of great guys and a family as well. As before the matchup tonight, as they do every game, they take a 15-second moment of silence for Dev Joshi, who lost his life earlier in August of last year. And they'd like to commemorate him and continue to have their great play and remember those who came before them. And as we get ready to begin action, we'd like to begin with our starting lineups. For our own North Penn Knights, number 23, Deval Patel. Number 17, Alex Stoller. Number 16, Kevin Abraham. Number 4, Drew Coles. Number 13, Zach Jays. Number 9, Michael Wang. And sophomore, number 20, Evan Rothman. As for the visiting CB East Patriots, their starting lineup is number 15, Andrew Bennett. Number 8, Christian Wolf. Number 10, Carter Haben. Number 11, Jack Laboulier. Number 17, Steven Storm. Number 20, Dylan Colbert. And number 25, Jack Miller.
And we should be ready to go here soon as they just finished shaking hands here.
Coming into tonight's matchup, CB East coming to the North Penn Navy Gym with a 13-3 overall record. And as for the other side, for our home team, North Penn Knights, they come in with a 10-7 record and looking to make that 11-7 here tonight at home.
And we should be ready to go soon. Deval Patel, he'll be the captain here, number 23. He's a senior here at North Penn.
And as we get set to begin action, Steven Storm will serve it up for CB East.
And we are underway here. Dig by Evan Rothman. And it goes out of bounds. Point to CB East. And the serve doesn't make it to the other side as North Penn will pick up the point.
1-1 score so far. Steven Storm unable to get that over, and we'll have North Penn serving up for their first attack.
And that one goes over as CB East will regain the ball and gain the point. And that serve also goes over, so a little bit of inconsistency here to start the game with serving.
And speaking of consistency, that contradicts what CB East coach Rob Mishwarner talked about before the game, as he had his Patriots focusing on continuing to be consistent and keep up the good play they've had lately.
And there was the kill there by CB East as they go up 3-2 here early in the first set. And that serve doesn't go past the net.
Unfortunate there, as the serve looked like trying to focus on that lower right side. However, unable to get it over the net. It will go to North Penn's possession.
And it'll be Jamie Stewart here to serve the ball for North Penn. There's the dig, set, kill, block, but it's no good as it goes out of bounds. And it seems like both teams here just trying to start off slow as the ball has been switching back and forth quite a bit. No team gaining ground. There's the serve, dig, set, and kill right there by number 20, Evan Rothman.
Evan Rothman using that height as a sophomore is able to get up and pound that right into the middle, right in the center of CB East side of the court. Picking up a point there for North Penn.
And lack of communication there from CB East as the ball just drops to the ground on their side. Nice dig. Here's the set. And the kill block, but out of bounds off the fingertips. Score tied at 5-5 here in the first set. Here's the set. Out of power set kill right there. There's the set. Spike blocked him, and CB East would get the point.
And that was blocked by number 17, Steven Storm. As both teams using that as number 16 for North Penn has had quite a bit of those opportunities. But CB East coming out with it so far.
There's the block. And North Penn will get the point there. And it looks like the referees were come to talk on what happened there. And it will, in fact, be North Penn's ball, I believe. Or a point, I should say. And no correction, that is CB East point. There's the dig. Set. Nice spike right there. Kill blocked. And there it is from CB East as they go up 7-6.
And great defensive effort there for CB East, able to continue with keeping that ball up as it hit the net, but able to keep it up and lead to that serve and point. And they'll continue with possession.
And that one goes out of bounds.
And a tough play there for number 8 of North Penn, Isaac Lombard, as he was being forced out of bounds and just tried to get it across. However, it went just out of play.
CB East here gaining a little bit of ground here, so up 9-5 over North Penn.
West confirming with possession, and Dylan Colbert will serve it up for CB East.
Here's the set, and spike, no good on the dig. And no, it'll be North Penn's ball as I believe CB East player touched the net.
A little bit of substitution miscommunication there, but no problem as North Penn will continue with possession. And it looked like on that last play, the ball hit the red and white piping above the net, and that initiated the point for North Penn, and now possession.
And referee's talking to the coach here. And we are ready to go again. Here's the serve. Here's the set. And not a great spike there as he just couldn't even put it over the net.
Looks like Steven Storm set that just a little too low for number 15 of CB East, Andrew Bennett, and just unable to get it over the net, giving North Penn possession. And another point there on a serve by Dylan Lobert. Excuse me, Isaac Lobert.
That was a nice serve right to the middle of the body for CB East. There's the dig, set, and tap on the spike. What a play by North Penn. Puts it over, and it's in a North Penn ball. Or point, I should say.
Outstanding play there by Michael Wang as he got to the ground, just getting his right hand underneath the ball and keeping it up. And then comes right back on the next play to get it right over CB East defenders and getting the point for North Penn.
And that one will be out of bounds on the serve. And North Penn storms back to tie it at 9-9 here in the first set. And that serve does not cross over the net. North Penn will regain the ball and gain the point. David Patel will serve it now for the Knights, the senior captain on this team. There's the set, spike, and it will be a kill for CB East as the ball goes out of bounds.
And you see North Penn just getting a little unlucky on those block attempts. They're able to get some fingertips on the ball, however, just unable to keep it in play and keep it over the net.
Tap spike over there, just over the net. CB still hangs on. There's a kick, spike, and North Penn keeps it going. Set, spike, and it will be CB East who wins that point. I think North Penn believed it went out of bounds.
And CB East answering right back after a great play by Drew Coles, using his foot to keep the ball up on that last possession. However, CBS continue with possession.
And that one goes out of bounds. There's a little bit too much power there on the spike.
And the score is 12-10. CB East leads. As they're on a roll here, but North Penn answering back.
Here's the set, spike, and it will be CB East again. And they're starting to get into a rhythm here. And their spikes have been just staying in bounds. And it will be a timeout here.
And on that timeout call by North Penn, some of the highlights we've been seeing, Steven Storm with a couple blocks for the CB East Patriots side of the ball. And as for North Penn, Michael Wang having that great possession, getting his hand under the ball, keeping the ball up, as well as Drew Coles using his foot. And it's all about the defense and just keeping that ball up in possession, leading to so many points. And momentum shifts in this game as it's only 13-12. CB East up by 3 here as time continues to wind down, reaching 20 seconds in our first set of tonight's matchup.
Both teams really battling it here, coming back and forth with each other. And as Eric pointed out, lots of great plays from both sides. And it seems like North Penn's just been getting unlucky with a few of these plays.
Yeah, the spikes you're continually seeing on the farther side of our shot, they're just able to get in the orange lining and keep it in play. And that's led to many of CB East's points, especially on this roll of lately. But North Penn looking to answer back with those blocks and looking to keep those in play.
And Steven Storm serves it, not over the net though. And CB East is having trouble right now with their serves. A lot of them not crossing the net, hitting the net.
Drew Coles will serve it up for North Penn.
Here's the dig, set, spike, and it's good on the kill. And it seems like CB East has found some momentum here.
Good attempt there by North Penn, number 23. On that attempt there, however, the ball was just hit way too hard.
Here's the dig, set, spike, no good. Try to fake them out with the spike, but it just didn't go over. Here's the dig, set, spike. Nice play right there. Here's the spike, just goes over. Nice save by Patel. And CB East keeps it going. Here's the set, spike, and Patel cannot do it again. Great action right there.
That was a phenomenal play by Patel, keeping the ball up, and Coles is right there to answer and keep that ball over, but CB East still on that roll.
It's a hard spike right there. North Penn able to handle it, and it goes out of bounds. That was a nice serve, lots of power behind it. And that one does not go over. North Penn gains the ball and the point. CB East up 17-12 in the first set. Set and spike, no good as it goes out of bounds. Aiming for the left side of the court right there.
Good attempt by Steven Storm going across court. Almost found Evan Rothman sleeping on that play, but unable to keep it in play.
Nice block right there, but it's no good as they could not handle the ball after the block.
And subbing in now, 25 will come into the game. Jack Miller for number 3, Jacob Lubier for CB East.
Nice dig by Rothman. Spike, block, and North Penn keeps it going. Here's the spike by Rothman. It keeps it going by CB East. And lack of communication right there. And North Penn will gain that point.
You saw Christian Wolf seem to hesitate on that. Thinking the front line was going to keep that ball up, and that quick hesitation allowed that ball to drop in, and North Penn will not only get the point, but they'll take over possession.
Here's Jamie Stewart to serve. Dig, set, spike, blocked, out of bounds though. CB East gets the point.
Andrew Bennett will serve it up for CB East.
Here's the dig, set, spike, just blocked and keeps it going for CB East. There's the dig, set, spike, too much power by Rothman, and CB East gets the point.
There's a little miscommunication, and we'll see what the call is. And North Penn will get that point, as Evan Rothman put some power on that shot, went out of bounds. However, it looked like CB East may have touched the net or possibly touched the ball where that ball went out of bounds. However, it's all good as the Knights take over.
There's a set, spike, nice dig by Patel, but it goes out of bounds. And CB East up 20-15 in the first set. Set, spike, and kill here.
And that's Isaac Lambert with the kill as he put power on that, and CB East defender tried to keep that ball up. However, it just went back and right out of play in the corner of the gym. Isaac Lambert will continue with possession. He's having a great night so far, number 8 in for North Penn. They'll serve it up here, looking to continue that.
Here's the set, another set, tap spike, set, tap spike from the Stewart, or Wang, I should say, and CB East gets the point there.
And that was Kevin Abraham trying to keep that ball lightly over just on the North Penn side, the end side of the logo. However, the ball just unable to get over the net and will fall on North Penn side, giving CB East the point.
Here's the set, spike, touch spike, blocked back, and CB East gets the point.
And that's Carter Haben answering Abraham's spike tap, sends it right back down, giving another point for CB East as they continue to be on a roll.
Right over the net right there, spike, and it's good for the kill. And we hear some boos here in the crowd.
Seemed like CB East had their own little chant there for Steven Storm after that point. As number 3, Jacob Lublier will serve it up.
There's the spike, right over, blockers, spike, no good, set, spike, and that is the kill for Kevin Abraham.
And Abraham's power shot going right through the hands of Christian Wolf on CB East, the defensive side of the ball. And that falls right to the center of the court, giving North Penn possession and the point, as it's now 23-17. CB East leads.
Here's the dig, set, spike. Nice spike right there, saved by Patel. Blocked, and under the net. And CB East up 24-17. Missed the block. There we go. Block. No good. And North Penn stays alive here as it's now 24-18.
And that's Drew Coles there, sending that right to the face of another CB East defender. We're seeing a lot of that so far for North Penn as they're working their way back, getting a little groove as they're getting a lot of these close spikes and just powering it through the CB East defenders, trying to go up for that block.
Here's the set and spike, and it will be North Penn's point as they went out of bounds.
That is the first one in a while we've seen one of those shots on the far end fall out of bounds, giving North Penn the ball and point.
Here's the spike. Set. Spike. Dig. Set. And there's another spike. And here's been some clean volleys going on right here now. Here's a spike. Block. Nice dig by, looked like Patel. Spike blocked. Set. Here's the spike. Blocked again. And will be CB East ball.
And a good effort there by number 17, Alex Stoller, trying to keep that ball in play. Where we'll go out of bounds, giving CB East the point.
And that wraps up the first set as CB East wins 25-19.
That was a phenomenal first set of action, as you saw a lot of the great highlights and some of the great starting lineups for both sides as they come in, both teams with great records, including CB East coming in 13-3, 12-1 in the league. And they're definitely showing that here, but North Penn staying right with them and contending, as some of the highlight plays coming out of that first set was Steven Storm with a huge block and great action for CB East, the Patriots side of the ball. And as for North Penn, it was Michael Wang with some phenomenal diving plays along with some phenomenal serving and sets by Isaac Lambert.
And at first, both sides were just trying to get a feel, going back and forth. Then it seemed like CB East was getting some momentum. Then North Penn answered and tied it up. And then CB East again got some momentum and carried it to the first set win.
Yeah, we did see quite a bit of that, as you mentioned at the one point where they were just volleying back and forth. Both teams are looking to get that set where they won't just send it right over if they don't have to. They will make sure they get their shot they want and get the kill at the best moment.
And a minute 30 until the second set begins.
And you see Coach Rob Minchwarner, as we mentioned, coming in looking to stay consistent. As with that 13-3 record for CB East, the Patriots looking to continue to roll on here on the road here at North Penn. As for North Penn, they are 10-7 with head coach Scott Coles, just looking to continue their play and come out with a win, as always, here in tonight's Navy Gym.
And North Penn really unlucky on some of those plays here in the first set. A lot of blocks just off the fingertips went out of bounds. A dig that just goes out of bounds. Nothing they can really control too much. Hopefully they start getting a few of those to go their way.
Yeah, you saw a lot of those block attempts for Kevin Abraham as he was going up. He had multiple opportunities. However, some of them off the fingertips went out of play or just stayed just close to the net where it couldn't get over, or another North Penn Knight couldn't quite get to the ball. But we'll continue to see him plenty more in these next sets as he'll continue to have a great night. But definitely coming out of the first set was Isaac Lambert with a lot of great plays. He has multiple serves and sets, but the serves were the big thing for tonight.
And a lot of good defense from Devil Patel, as he's been able to get quite a few digs on some tough shots from CB East. And they break from the huddle as the second set should begin momentarily.
And on the court for North Penn, Evan Rothman towards the back with number 4, Drew Coles, and number 16, Kevin Abraham. Should be Kevin Abraham will be subbed out for Patel. As we get set to begin second set action, Drew Coles will serve it over. And we start off our second set.
Saved right there, over the net. There's a set, spike, and just out of reach for Michael Wang. And CB East will get the first point. Here's the set. Tap spike, and it's good for the kill. And North Penn will be able to serve now. It'll be Michael Wang serving. And here's the serve. And it will be North Penn's ball off the serve. Or, excuse me, it will be CB East as they get the point.
And Carter Haben will get to set to serve this for the Patriots.
And
however, ball will meet all net there, and North Penn will now take over.
we saw a lot of that in the first set, as far as serves hitting the net and not going over. And Jamie Stewart will serve it for the Knights.
And Jamie Stewart subbing in along with Kevin Abraham for David Patel. And North Penn getting fired up.
And nice block right there by either Kevin Abraham or Alex Stoller, as they were both right there for the block. And here's Stewart with the serve. There's the dig, set, and spike. That one going out of bounds, saved. Hits it over by Jamie Stewart. Here's the set, spike, and it'll be North Penn for the point.
And it looked like that ball did touch that red and white piping above the net, close to the ref. That will give North Penn the point and possession once again.
Spike saved. Here's the set, another set, spike, and it's good for the kill by Evan Rothman.
That's sophomore Evan Rothman powering that ball right into the chest. Number 17, Steven Storm of CB East. As in the second set, North Penn off to a hot start, 5-2. Rebounding off of that tough first set.
Here's Stewart with the serve, dig, set, and spike blocked, but it will go out of bounds. Last touch by one of North Penn's players, not sure. Might have been Abraham or Rothman, and CB East will get the point.
And Michael Wang and Patel will start back in for North Penn. And just like that, the serve unable to fall over for the Patriots, and the Knights will take over with number 17 for North Penn, Alex Stoller serving it up.
And there's the serve, there's the dig, and it'll go out of bounds, and North Penn will get the point. Here's the serve, and it hits the lower part of the net, as CB East will get the point.
Looked like Stoller just got a little too much wrist on that serve there as he went for the jump ball, just came down a little too low, and just unable to get that ball over the net.
North Penn leading 7-4. And there's the serve from CB East. Here's the set. Spike blocked. And CB East will get the point. CB East did a lot of blocking in the first set and was doing well with it as they got a lot of points off that. Here's the dig, set, spike, and it'll be CB East getting the point.
And a call there before Isaac Lambert even went up for the shot. But CB East will take over and continue with possession on that point.
There's the dig by Patel, set, spike by Abraham, and it's good for the kill. And here's the serve, dig, set, and the spike. Nice dig by Patel, but it goes out of bounds. CB East will get the point.
And Patel made sure to get low, and it almost did a split on that hard kill attempt there by CB East. However, the ball just falling out of bounds on the opposite end of the court. We have CB East possession and the ball once again.
And Abraham with another kill right there. And that seems to be the magic recipe, as one could say, as Patel has been doing a lot of digging and Abraham being able to finish it off on the spikes. And there's the serve, set, and the spike. Patel with the dig over the net, and it's good for North Penn. Perfect spotting right there.
And a great touch by, looked like Abraham, as CB East was forced to the closer side of the court here on the camera. And Abraham able to work it to that far left side and just dropping in play as CB East looked to see that ball went out of bounds. However, the ball fell and it was too late, giving North Penn the possession and the point. And Abraham will be subbed out for number 13, Zach Jays, who comes into the game now for North Penn.
And here's Patel with the serve, and it is just in, as that was an ace by Patel. Patel, a left-handed server, and he found a perfect spot right there. Here's the dig, set, and the spike. Nice dig, but it will be no good as it goes out of bounds.
Ryan Stewart laying out for that one. However, the ball just beat him to his left. He was forced to only send that close to the bleachers, out of play.
And there's the dig by Patel. Set, spike blocked. And I believe it touched the net. And North Penn will get the point and the ball here to serve.
Now you saw Zach Jays go for that kill, and Steven Storm for CB East left just enough room between him and the net where that ball fell off his arms and right down onto the logo on CB's side of the court, giving North Penn the ball.
Here's the dig, set, and the spike. Patel with another dig. And right over the net. Here's the set. And the spike. Nice dig by Rothman as it goes right over the net. Nice touch right there. And Rothman cannot dig this one. Not much he could do there as he had to stretch out very far to get that one. There's the dig by Patel. Set, and the spike blocked back.
And that was number 10, Carter Haven with the block, as he sent that right back onto North Penn's side of the court.
And CB East, there's a set by Patel, another set, spike, and it goes out of bounds as number 3 tried to block it. And the serves dug out by Rothman. Here's the spike blocked, and it will be CB East point.
That was Michael Wang unable to get that ball over the net, and CB East coming back and tying it up here, 12-12. With Steven Storm serving it, looking to give the Patriots the lead.
And point right there for North Penn.
And that was CB East with the point there as Stoller went up trying to get that over. And North Penn will call a timeout. Looking to regroup after CB East came right back after the hot start for North Penn, up 5-2. CB East answering back and getting things back tied up here in North Penn's Navy Gym.
And it seemed like North Penn was starting to gain some possession, but CB East answering back here late before this timeout. And then been able to continue with their blocks, it seems like.
And for both teams, you're seeing they're starting to psych themselves up, especially for North Penn. Huge kills, such as the one by Abraham, and blocks and aces by Devo Patel. Those get the team hype, especially on their side of the court, and that's what North Penn's looking for. As now the game is tied up, they're looking to try and come out of the set with the win, and it's just going to take some of those momentum shifts going back and forth, as you had an example for CB East where Carter Haven had a huge block And you see him hyping himself up, excuse me. And that only gets everybody not only on the bench, but on the court on your side. And it's all about those momentum shifts here in these matchups.
And it seems like North Penn is starting to shift into more of a power spike instead of the touch spike, as we've seen Rothman and Abraham really hit the ball hard here.
That's very good to point out, and something you can assume that coming out of the first set, North Penn made sure to talk about as how they were attacking some of those serves. And you saw some of those hard power shots, such as you said, Abraham earlier in these set.
And I think that's mostly to counteract all the blocks coming from CB East as they were doing the touch, and they were just right there to block it. If you put some more power on it, it might go off the fingertips, out of bounds, or just go right through the hands.
And that's how CBE's got many of their points in that first set, where they were just power shotting and not only right on the defenders, but able to reach the far ends of the court, keeping it just in play and on the line. And those shots, no defender's just going to be able to get to that right away. They're going to have to lay out and predict it. And that's how CBE was able to come right out here in the Navy gym and answer early on.
And we should be set to go out here, out of the timeout. Referees just want to make sure they're on the same page. And we are set to go out of the timeout. Here's the serve. Set. Spike. And it will be the kill. No, excuse me. It was out of bounds.
And close call, just out of bounds, and unlucky there for North Penn. CB's continuing with possession.
Here's the touch spike. Set. Spike blocked. Right over. And slow it down. Here's the spike. Patel with the save. And the spike goes out of bounds. CB East gaining the lead here. It is 15-12 CB East.
And Stylish put a little too much on that shot, but you saw a lot of back and forth action. That was great right there for both defensive and offensive ends of the side, where the ball was just so close. But both teams not hesitating and answering right away. They try and get that ball over.
And that one goes inbounds as CB East will get the point.
And that was Steven Storm with the kill there, untouched by any North Penn Knight. However, his serve will be unable to get over. And North Penn will gather the point and looking to convert here with the score 16-13. CB East up by 3.
Here's Wang to serve it. And that one hits the net as it does not go over. And CB East will get the serve again. Dug by Patel. Set. Spike. Block. Still on CB East side. Set. Spike. Another block from North Penn. Rothman sets it. Another set. Block. Right off the fingertips. CB East has the ball. And there's the spike and the kill from CB East. Lots of great blocks right there on the volley.
And that was great layout attempt by number 4, North Penn there. And a timeout will be called as both teams huddle up. The score is 18-13. CB East up by 5 as they have gathered and rallied to come back in this second set of tonight's matchup, where they were down 5-2 early on and worked all the way back up, tying at 12-12, and haven't looked back since.
Yep, that is for sure. That's what happened in the first set as well. Both teams are going back and forth, and then eventually CB East was just able to gather some momentum and kept it going for the first set win. And North Penn needs to get it going right now as they have a lot of catching up to do, as it is 18-13, as Eric mentioned.
And as both teams break from the huddle, we'll get set as CB East will continue with possession, and number 10, Carter Haven, will serve it up for the Patriots in red.
And that one goes out of bounds. And Haven was able to get quite a few points off the serve last set, as he was putting a lot of power behind it, forcing Diggs right out of the serve, but just put too much power on that one. And here's Stewart to serve for North Penn. Just goes over the net, and an ace for Stewart as it hit the top of the net and just went past where no one was for CBE.
That was great, champ. Great attempt by number 3, Labure for CBE server, just out of his reach on that diving attempt.
And there's the spike. He's set and touch the spike right there. Dug out, set, spike, and it will be out of bounds. North Penn starting to gain some momentum here as it's now 18-16 out of the timeout. And here's Stewart again to serve it for North Penn. Doug and Abraham with the kill. And there's the length right there from Kevin Abraham, just able to bring it down right at the CB East players in the front line. And there's the dugout. It's blocked by Abraham, but it goes on his own side. And CB East will get the point.
And subbing in now, number 13 will be subbed out for number 4 for North Penn. Drew Coles will come in.
And Rothman spikes it, but it is blocked. But I believe someone touched the net there. Or no, excuse me, no, it will be CB East point.
And Jack Miller answering the hard shot from Evan Rothman, sending that right back onto North Penn's side of the court where it landed, giving CB East the point and possession as number 8, Christian Wolf, will serve it up for the Patriots.
Here's the set and spike blocked, but it will be North Penn who gets the point there.
And that was Alex Stoller now serving it with his first kill of the night. And his serve will hit the back of Abraham on his own team. Just got a little bit too much palm on that shot. As CB East will take over with a 21-18 lead here in the second set.
And Abraham sends it back. Here's the set and the spike blocked. And CB East point as it looks like number 4, Drew Coles touched the net, perhaps.
Yeah, that's unfortunate luck as CB East continues with possession and getting that point. That's a great block attempt by Coles, but we're unable to avoid that net.
There's the block right there from CB East. Here's the set. Tap over by Patel. Stewart sends it back over to CB East. Here's the set and the spike. It goes out of bounds. North Penn staying alive here. It is 22-19.
And here's Isaac Lambert serving it up for the Knights in baby blue as he had a great first set and looking to continue that here as the Knights are looking to pull through with a couple more points. And that, wow. Phenomenal shot by CB East, keeping that ball in bounds as no opportunity there for Deval Patel as he laid out, but the ball hit the line and CB East continues with possession.
Dug by Patel. Here's the spike, blocked, wing, and they touch the net as North Penn still staying alive. It is 23-20 and is close here in the second set. North Penn cannot really allow any more from CB East as they are 2 points away from the second set victory. Here's the serve, set, spike, and it is good from CB East. Right in the middle and no man's land right there from CB East.
And that's Carter Haven with another kill tonight as he sent that one right down in the middle of the court where a little bit of lack of communication for the Knights. A little bit of no man's land and Carter Haven picks up another kill and continues possession for the Patriots.
And that one goes out of bounds. North Penn getting the point. It is now 24-21 in favor of CB East. And Rothman checks in.
Isaac Lambert will head out along with Ryan Storr for North Penn.
Here's the set and spike. And no good from Patel. And CB East wins that set 25-21. It seems like Patel might have been checking up on that.
And he has had a lot of those plays trying to get low to get those digs up, but we're unable to come through. And hopefully he's all right there as he's looking to walk off fine. Final applause from the crowd here as they'll switch sides. And from tonight's action, we're seeing a lot of great action on both sides. However, CB East, the Patriots, coming out with both wins on both sets over the Knights.
And momentum's been a problem here as they've been both battling in the beginning of the set, and then CB East has been able to take over later in the set and just carry that momentum. North Penn battled back right there quite a bit. Kept that set going. And now they have to be able to finish it off as CB East is up 2-0 here.
And you see North Penn coming out with a lot of those kills and blocks. And as I mentioned earlier, they're psyching themselves up, getting hype. However, we've seen a lot of those opportunities where they can also rebound off of some miscues, get hype, but they've been unable to keep that going and keep that play up. So we'll have to see if they can get a little bit of something on the roll here, as both teams haven't really been able to get quite a groove or on a streak as we saw earlier in the JV game, where the Knights pretty much took care of business over the Patriots as they had quite a bit of action and they were hyping themselves up. They were getting loud, where CB East was pretty quiet. The Knights were screaming, getting loud, and that's what we need here from North Penn in this varsity matchup.
That is for sure, as they lost a little bit of energy, it seemed like, a little bit past midway in that second set, once CB East was able to build a lead.
And we've seen a lot of the play where there haven't been as many volleys going back and forth. Could be due to a little bit of fatigue, but both teams are getting in with a lot of kills and a lot of blocks. That's where their points are coming from. And we have a couple aces. However, the big one was Devo Patel picking up a big ace right on the farther back right side of the court earlier on in that second set. As we'll have to look to continue to hear his name tonight as he wrapped up that second set. A little bit of shaking up on a diving attempt. But as you see in the huddle for North Penn, he looks quite a bit okay. And we'll wrap up our second set and look to continue here in our third set in tonight's action here at North Penn High School in the Navy Gym.
And Patel's really had a great game here, getting lots of digs, saving the points, and setting up some of his teammates as well. And he's taking a lot of falls here. I would look for that to be, we'll see how that affects the game, I should say.
And I felt the most successful part of the Knights' play in that second set, rebounding off of the first set, was a lot of those hard power shots, those kill shots, such as someone from Abraham, Rothman. Those shots are going to be big and what you need to power through the CB East defense, where in that first set they transitioned from doing the spike taps, trying to lightly tap it over the net, and the defenders to where they're just transitioning to just powering right through and sending it right into the chest of the Patriots. But we'll look to see some of that action continue as the Knights look to rebound here in this third set, as they are 0 for 2, with the Patriots winning both of those.
And what a shot right there. Rothman could not react to it as it was just too hard. And that one go out of bounds as he tried to put another power shot on the serve. Just too much right there. And here's North Penn. Here's the set. And touch spike. Dug out. Set. Spike. There's the dig by Rothman. Set and the spike on the touch. And spikes it again. Dug out by Patel. Rothman sets it. Put over by the Knights. Here's the spike from CB East. Dug out by Patel again. And another back and forth. And someone touched the net from the Knights. And CB East will get the point as they go up 2-1.
That's a lot of play we saw earlier on in that second set where back and forth volleys and those kill attempts were just sent right back up in the air. And that's some of the great defense both teams are playing with and what we've expected tonight.
And here's CB East with the serve, just goes over. And a nice kill right there from number 20, Dylan Colbert. Got both hands on it to put it over.
He had a great vertical there where he just sent that right over. Plenty of vision of that court and sent it right down where no man was for North Penn.
It's the touch and a nice kill right there on the touch spike.
And the big guys, the big men on both sides getting a job done on both kills. Where that was Alex Stoller for North Penn at number 17. Where North Penn will continue with possession. That shot will go just out of bounds. Michael Wang's serve attempt. Unable to fall in, and CB East will get the point and looking to convert here as he gets set to serve.
And that one just goes over. Nice dig by Rothman. Here's the spike on the touch. Set and spike. And Patel cannot dig that one out. And CB East has had a lot of success on spiking the ball right in the middle, forcing someone to dig it. Here's the set and spike. There's the dig and lack of communication between number 15, that was Andrew Bennett, and number 20, Dylan Colbert, as they weren't sure who was going to get it, and it cost them a point right there. And North Penn will get the ball and the point. Here's Jamie Stewart to serve. Here's the nice dig right there. Spike goes back over to CB East. Here's the set and the spike and the kill.
Jamie Stewart just unable to get in front of that one as that was hit hard to the far, to his far left. And CBE's continuing to get those kills to fall in as they're up 7-3 and still with possession here in this third set.
And that one goes out of bounds. North Penn will get the ball and the point. And CB East would have a lot of more easy wins in these sets if they were able to get the serves over the net and not too far out of bounds either, as they've had a lot of unlucky serves, I should say.
And that's what we've seen. North Penn has been able to keep the ball in play, especially off those serves. And that's a great thing to point out, as CB East has had a lot of those shots going way too far over or hitting the net right away. That's something both teams want to avoid, but North Penn has seemed to prosper off of in these sets.
And that one goes out of bounds.
There you go, right on cue. Right out of bounds, as that was number 20, Dylan Colbert, trying to have that one fall in. Will go out of bounds, and Isaac Lambert will serve it up for North Penn.
Here's the dig, set, and the spike. Nice dig right there, and it'll be CB East getting the point. And it seems like North Penn has gotten a lot of foul calls from touching the net or anything else. And that serve goes right to the net. And North Penn really needs to take advantage of these mistakes given up by CB East. Here's Patel to serve, left-handed. Here's the set and spike. Blah, and Patel tried to dig it as he could not go through with it.
And unfortunately, he was trying to muff that ball, but he was just falling back on his heels where the ball went right off his arms, right into his face. And falling down, CB's will continue with possession, converting the point.
Touch right there. Here's the set and the spike. And Wang sends it over. And the spike right there can't be dug out by Ryan Stewart.
And there are those continuous power shots, those kills, opportunities CB East has been able to exceed on, especially on the far sides of the court, where one defender is just right there and unable to get there.
It's a spike, and it goes too far as it goes out of bounds. And right now, North Penn's not looking too good as they're down 12-6, and they will take a timeout.
Well, CB East definitely came in with that mindset of continuing to be consistent, where they came in with a record of 13-3, and they're continuing to work hard and work by these North Penn defenders. But a lot of the effort they've been laying out, they've been getting dirty, trying to make those plays. But some of these shots were just out of the reach, and a lot of them falling in just on the lines, and that's something CB East, as the record would show, they definitely have exceeded in this season.
And those power shots, even if they don't get the kill, they can be useful, as you've seen a lot of digs that just go out of bounds or maybe goes too far, and then the set's not close enough to the net for the spike, as that's given a lot of advantage to CB East.
And that's something you've seen a lot of, where David Patel with a lot of great defensive plays, but a lot of those have been just hard shots right at him. And some of those just, he's trying to work his arm around and just hitting his elbow, hitting his wrist. He's just unable to keep the ball up.
There's a spike, and no good as it goes out of bounds. CB East point.
And number 17, Steven Stone, will serve it up for CB East.
And that one goes out of bounds off the serve. And Alex Stoller checks in for the Knights, along with Evan Rothman. Here's the serve. Dake goes behind them. Backwards hit by CB East. Here's the spike from North Penn off the touch. Set, and the spike. And it will be CB East getting the point.
And you see the block attempt there, up close on that front line, and just CB's continuing to power through as they're on quite a bit of hot streak. However, right there, it will slow them down quite a bit. However, CB still up 14-8 in this third set. North Penn looking to get something going, a little bit of a streak. That's what we need. And the bench has been loud, trying to get their team hype.
And that one hits the back of the court, and North Penn gets the ball. That was a nice shot.
Yeah, right there, that's an ace for Michael Wang, his first of the night, and second for North Penn in all these sets.
Here's the set and a spike. Patel hits it straight up off the ceiling, and it came down hard. Michael Wang couldn't save it. And that just shows how much power CB East is putting on some of these shots, as Patel tried to dig, and that just shot up right to the ceiling. And came down hard, too, as well. Here's the dig by Wang, set by Patel. Hits it over. It's a set, and he, just off the fingertips of number 23, Eric Coombs.
Looked like he just fanned on the shot as he took a little bit of hesitation. That's something you see a lot of in these sets, where hesitation is just crucial, whether the ball lands or goes over the net. And right there was just unlucky for CB East.
Here's the set and the spike. Wang with the dig. Set. Spike by Rothman. Dug out by CB East. Set. Spike. And it hits the net. North Penn getting the point right there. And after a tough start by Evan Rothman, he's been able to bounce back and start putting some of these shots in. Here's this dig, set, spike, block, and it goes out of bounds. CB East point.
And that was number 17, Alex Stoller, meeting that shot, meeting that kill attempt by CB East with a block. However, the ball falling out of bounds, and that's something we've talked about, where a lot of these block attempts from Stoller, Abraham, from Coles, They're able to keep the ball in. However, the ball just unfortunately going out of bounds or on their own side of the court.
And CB East picks up the point there. They're ahead 17-11 here in the third set. And another timeout from North Penn. And they need to get going fast. It's already down 2-0 in sets, and down here 17-11 in set number 3.
And you see North Penn huddled up as head coach Scott Cole is just trying to calm him down and talk to him. I just saw a lot of the play. Some of the players are looking just a little beat up, trying to get some rest. However, the score is showing 17-11 CB East up as they are on a roll, winning the last 2 sets. They're looking to capitalize and take a third one here in the Knights Navy Gym. And some of the main names coming out of CB East: Jack Miller with a couple blocks, Dylan Colbert with a couple kills, and Steven Storm with plenty of serves and blocks and kills as well tonight. But the defensive side, both sides have had a bunch of volley, back and forth, but those kills, those quick shots, and those perfect serve opportunities, that is what is giving both teams capitalization. And for CB East.
Spike by Abraham, and the kill.
And that was number 10, Carter Haben, on the dig attempt. However, the ball went out of bounds towards his bench. And the Knights looking to get something going here coming out that timeout. A little bit of hype. Let's see what Salah can do here.
Yes, it does. Spike. Dug out by Patel. Here's the spike from Abraham. It won't count though, as CB East will get the point.
And perhaps Salah's foot may have been out of bounds going off of that set. Unfortunate. That's just the unluck the Knights have had tonight.
And that one hits the net. Another serve from CB East, no good.
Isaac Lambert, number 8, gets set to serve for the Knights in blue. And I'll send it over here on CB side of the court.
There's a set and the spike. A nice dig by Patel as it goes out of bounds though. Number 4, Drew Coles goes crashing into the scorer's table, trying to save it. And Patel with some quick reactions here tonight. Dug out by Patel. Here's the set. Spike. Might have been off the fingertips of some of the front line. Sent over by CB East. Set up for Abraham. Touch. Nice dig right there from CB East. Here's the spike, and it just hits the back end of the court. CB East gets the point. And that was no man's land right in the backcourt.
What a touch by number 15, Andrew Bennett, sending that right back, and plenty of room, as you said, that was no man's land. Isaac Lambert laid out for it, however, just unable to get there.
There's the block saved by Patel, and it'll be CB East point as they get another foul call. And North Penn has been real unlucky here tonight. CB East with a commanding 21-13 lead here in the third set. And that one will be CB East point. CB East already up 2-0 here in sets. Looking to get the third. And that serve into the net.
And that's something the Knights have to capitalize on, as CB East has been a little rough on those serves, as we've mentioned, and whether they're putting too much on it where it's going out of bounds or falling short, hitting the net.
And that one goes out of bounds as North Penn gets the point. Dable Patel will serve.
And those serves are something North Penn has been able to exceed on, so we'll look to continue that and look to gain momentum, as that's what the Knights need. There's down by so much.
Dig, and not been able to save it is Drew Coles. He's set And the spike. Set. Spike on the touch. Nice hard shot right there, but it's dug out. Spike right there, dug out by Patel, and it goes out of bounds. It is 24-15. North Penn has to get going now. Can't allow any more points.
Steven Storm will send it over for the Patriots, and it will fall short. And North Penn will take over with possession. A couple subs coming in. Stoller will come in for Ryan Stewart, and Evan Rothman will come in for Isaac Lambert.
LB Cole is serving it for the Knights. Set. Spike. There it is, another set from North Penn. Spike, and it hits the net. And CB East will win that set 25-16. And that is the game as CB East comes out with a commanding 3-0 win as they won all 3 sets.
And they gathered the sweep as they came in with a 13-3 record over a North Penn 10-7 record. And they came in here and showed them that record shows what kind of team they are. But the play was very, very great as it was back and forth, a lot of great defensive plays. But those kills and those serves are what separated the game tonight, as North Penn just unable to keep up with the hard shots from the Patriots here in their Navy gym.
That is for sure. And thank you for watching. This has been North Penn Television here in the Navy gym covering boys volleyball. CB East comes out with a win, and we'll see you next time.